I want you to think about what you're seeing here. Don't just look at it and not think about it. I want you to think about what you're actually seeing, okay? Probably without the flash, though. I guess that's what is what changed a little bit. I can try to put it in a little bit of words. I guess after the accident, I ask why. I ask why a lot more. I want to know. I want to know what's behind whatever's happening. And I think that's what makes this stand out to me so much, is that I undoubtedly see that there is order, and I know from being alive in this world that anything that has order has a designer behind it. And I see that there is nothing other than a law that got put into this world that makes this happen. There's nothing else is making this happen other than a law that God set into motion to make this motion do what it's doing. And it's not just a law of gravity, it's the law of physics in general, plus the chemistry behind the phosphorescence of this device. I hope you guys realize this. This is in no way, shape, or form something that's going to stick here. This is going to fade away in a matter of probably 20 minutes or so. It'll be gone. I just bumped into the leg there, and it made a different motion there. But still think about what you're seeing here. You're seeing beauty painted, and it's beauty. And why is it beauty? It's beauty because it's symmetry. And okay, but why do we think that's beauty? Why is the human mind or the human eye like to see symmetry? That's another thing. God programmed us to appreciate when His laws are doing what they're supposed to do. And symmetry in a physical sense is obviously this, but there can be symmetry in a physical sense. I mean, like symmetry in a marriage where one person isn't carrying all the weight, but no, there's symmetry where both sides are equally carrying the weight, and the love is coming from both sides, not more than from one side or the other side. And the love for a child, obviously, it's not just one-sided. And that's what I can see here. I don't just see the physical and know, okay, this is cool. It's symmetry, so that's got to be God's law. That's not all that my mind sees. And I'm not bragging, guys. I'm not. I didn't do anything to be able to see what I can see and sort of put it into words and put it into this device. I didn't do anything to do it. All I did was rode a motorcycle hard and stupid. But that should give us all hope, guys, because if my stupid actions that are dangerous and were self-seeking and just not that healthy, if thy dangerous actions could lead to something good, so can anybody else's. In other words, God can work with our mistakes, is what I'm telling you. I'd like that one line right there to be gotten, but it's kind of covering it up right now as we watch it go around. It'll cover it up, because that's the part that makes that one, and there's another little part right there, but we won't worry about that one. Do a big circle. More of an oval than a circle, but made another line there that needs to get out. That's the thing. See, take into, don't just think about what beauty is. Think about what I just did there. I touched it, and we see those little lines that are there that are messing up the symmetry and the beauty of what it was there. And put that into a spiritual law. When I don't let God's spiritual laws flow the way they're supposed to flow, in other words, being in complete control, but if I go against them like I do when I'm bumping the pendulum, that's causing something less beautiful. And to the degree that I interrupt God's law, the more less beautiful it is. See what I'm saying? That's one of the big things I want to teach my little boys, because there's nobody that's never going to sin on this earth. So we know that eventually our campus is going to get messed up, but we can learn self-control, and we can learn the fruits of the Spirit: love, joy, peace, kindness, self-control, if we more easily can get away from sin, knowing that the more we sin, the more ugly our character is going to get. So we can make choices that are in line with God's law and create the beauty that we're seeing right now. It's so weird to be able to put this together in my own head as good as I can, but not be able to put it together when I'm talking about it like I'd like to. But it'll click for some of you, I promise you it will, because God didn't give me this for no reason. He gave me this because He wanted me to share it. And I know I'm taking a risk of getting a few people, or maybe a lot of people, talking about me, and that's okay, because I undoubtedly know where we're headed. And the more you pay attention to my channel, the more I'm going to reveal what's coming very, very soon. And it's just not time just yet for me to reveal. It's what I feel like. But I have revealed it, but not enough people read my books. If you'll take the effort to read my books, you'll know what I'm going to reveal, but I'm going to reveal it with this device too. Look at this beauty, guys. I can't do that. You can't do this. Nobody can do this. It's supernatural because it's the invisible laws of God. All right, guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. Have a good night or a good day.